Good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. Have you seen the new In Colors Shimmering Vellum? Oh my gosh. So it really packs a punch with these vibrant colors that shimmer delicately in the light. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to play with this with you today. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Kristina Reese, and I come live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on my Facebook page. 9:30 Central Time, and that's 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. And before we get started, though, I just want to remind you, Stampin' Up! Is having the most amazing joining special right now. If you are thinking about maybe joining my team, because we are Reese's Paper Pieces, we're a pretty fun bunch of girls. And we really just love what we do and help each other, whether you want to grow a business or if you just want to shop with the discount, like most of my girls do. You are welcome. And I would just like to encourage you, just send me a message and I can give you more information on that. All right, so let's get started. Let me move over. So I was telling you about this vellum, and whoops, I tried to take that off there. Okay, this vellum, to really appreciate it, you need some neutral behind it, like a white. Now watch the difference. Isn't that beautiful? Now come up here in the light and get the shimmer going. Okay, and this is our pale papaya. All right, and now this is the evening evergreen. Isn't that so pretty? Oh my gosh, I love this. It is so fun. This is our polished pink. Hey, good morning, everyone. I see all your names popping up. Oh, how fun. I just love it. I love the polished pink, of course. What girl doesn't love pink? Of course, I know that's very stereotype, and I know that's wrong, but I still love pink, and I'm a girl. So here is the soft succulent. We're going to be using some of this today, and the fresh freesia, and we're going to be using some of this today. So I can't wait to show you what I'm going to create with these. Let me put this back behind me so it's out of the way. And let's get this card started. Okay, Mary says, so glad you're doing this. I bought some but need some ideas. Oh, you are going to love these ideas, Mary. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to share this with you. Okay, here we go. First step is all of our supplies that we need to make this card. The first thing, of course, is the shimmering vellum. And I have a little piece of the soft succulent here. And I also have, where'd I put it? Oh, here it is. The fresh freesia. So I have these two pieces of vellum, and this is just large enough to cut a butterfly out with. And this, however, is cut at 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, so 3 3/4 by 5. Then my card base is the soft succulent, cut at 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, and it's just scored in the middle. Or sometimes I just like to fold it over, pinch it, hold it, and go up and down, and it does a fine job that way too. Then we have a layer of the fresh freesia, and so that's just going to go right there. Now, what else do we need? We need this Butterfly Brilliance dies. We're using the, not the second to largest, kind of third to largest. These two butterflies here, let me pull it out, are about the same size, and it doesn't matter, but it does need to, so I have this from the Stitch So Sweetly dies right here. And so I thought this butterfly really fit perfect on there. It kind of goes over a little bit, but not so big that it takes over the whole white piece, because we need to stamp our sentiment on there too. All right, and then we also need, this is what I can't wait to show you guys. This is an embossing folder. Excuse me. Come on, I'm getting a delay on my video. I think maybe, well, I don't know. But anyways, this is one of our 3D embossing folders. You're just going to love what happens when I put the vellum through this. And last but not least, we need a sentiment, and I'm picking from the Pansy Patch, wishing you a little extra happiness just because you're you. And then on the inside, I'll stamp happy birthday. All right, we've got all our supplies. Oh, we also need some succulent ribbon and some end jewels. Have y'all seen these? These end jewels are still not orderable. Oh my gosh, they're estimating June the 7th. And I promised people who had ordered my paper share that if they had ordered the half pack, they would get these free. And they're still getting them free, but they're not available right now. So as soon as they get in, I will be sure to send those to you. All right, so we have all that. Okay, here we go. First step, card base, soft succulent, folded in half, got that. Then the layer, 4 by 5.5. Then the vellum. Now, here we go. You ready for this vellum? We're gonna put it in this embossing folder, okay? Just like that. Now, this embossing folder is one of our 3D ones. When you are working with our 3D embossing, there it is. There's a little trick. A lot of people are going, I can't get it to work. Well, we have this special blue plate for our 3D embossing folders. We have 2 kinds. And in the catalog, they are shaded light gray and dark gray. And I can't remember which is which, but one of them is the 3D and needs this blue plate. You take a regular platform, okay? Not the magnetic one, not anything special, just the regular platform. You put your embossing folder on there, and then you take this special blue plate, and it makes the perfect thickness no matter what machine you're using, okay? And let me just run this through real quick. Okay. Okay, you ready for the magic? Dun, 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 dun. All right, first of all, we have this side, which is just gorgeous in itself with all the shimmer, okay? But the side we're gonna use, are you ready? Isn't that awesome? I just love that, how it made the white. I just thought it was so pretty. Now the flowers are indented down, but that's okay because this is just gonna be like a background piece. But I just love that white. I had to use it. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use the white side. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Next, we need our butterfly. So let me move all this out of the way. And put my butterfly on here in my vellum. Okay, now sometimes it's helpful to have a little piece of washi tape to kind of hold it in place. Sometimes it likes to move when it starts to go through the machine, especially if you don't have a magnetic plate. And this little tiny mini cut and emboss machine does not have a magnetic plate. So we just make that like that and run it through. There we go. Mm-hmm. Now we have a whole bunch of little pieces in here. Whoops, come on. Oh, it's a little, oh, it didn't quite cut all the way through. When you have a little trick like this, you need a little thickness. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. A little thickness to make it go, cut in a little more. All right, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna reposition my butterfly on here, okay? And it's real easy to get it on there. You just kind of wiggle it till it falls into the grooves. All right, and now I'm just gonna put this piece right on top, okay? And now I'm gonna run it through again. Hopefully I didn't get it too thick, nope. And this time, oh, that is pretty thick though. This time it should have gone all the way through. So if you ever have that trouble, because vellum is so thin, sometimes the cutting blades of the die don't quite get all the way through it. Oh yeah, definitely cut it all the way through that time. Okay, and then just pull that off. Let me move this all over to the side. And if you've got a piercing tool, I love our Take a Pick tool, and it just gets all these, there we go, extra pieces, just kind of poke them out. There we go. Okay, and we have our pretty shimmering butterfly. Let me pull that up. You know, it's even prettier on the white. There we go. And then see how it shimmers? Isn't that beautiful? It is. It's so delicate. It's just, oh, it's gorgeous. Okay, so there is our butterfly. Now, what's our next step? Yes, Mary says, love the different sides you get with the embossing vellum. Yes, me too, me too. So we did the butterfly. Now we need to stamp our sentiment. So let me get this out. And I'm just using the fresh freesia with that sentiment I said. Wishing you a little extra happiness just because you're you. It kind of reminds me of that Dr. Seuss saying about you are the only you. I can't remember how it goes exactly, but I always thought that was the coolest saying. Because, you know, be you. Everybody else is taken. Just be you. There we go. And now we've got our sentiment. We want to adhere the ribbon and the butterfly and the jewels. So, all right, so this is what I'm doing with the ribbon. I am taking, I don't know, about 18 inches. Probably don't need that much. Well, actually, I'm trying to decide. Yeah, 18 looks good. All right. Where are my snips? Here we go. And what I'm doing is I've double layered it. I am going to, well, let me go ahead and clip this end also so I don't get confused which is a loop and which are tails. Okay, and we're gonna make a double bow. So I wrap it around a finger, and then just like a shoe, I wrap it around the bow and pull it up through. Oh, can you hear my cat in the background? Merlin, what you doing, little buddy? You being a sweet boy? Oh, you are? Yes. Can y'all hear him? Merlin? Yes. All right, now that I've got the double bow, I tighten it really, really good because I want to separate the bows. Oh, can y'all see him behind me? There he goes up. He loves to go up on top where my shelves are up there. Look down on me. What is it about kitty cats in high places? Okay, so I'm separating out the bows, all right, and I've tightened it real tight so I don't accidentally loosen anything. And then the tails, I need to separate them. Goodness gracious, little man. Yes, I see you up there. Well, he is very vocal this morning, isn't he? Okay, here we go. And we're just gonna snip that and snip that, and whoops, come here. Snip that. Okay, there we go. So now we have our bow. Now this bow, now that I've doubled the thickness, it is a kind of thick knot. It is the thickest you can get for the postal service to come through. For those of you who do not know, your post office, it can only be a 1/4 inch thick, and it needs to bend to go through the machine. So you can use a forever stamp. Here in America, we have forever stamps for 55 cents to mail a card. But if your bling and knots and everything make it thicker than a 1/4 inch, it can't go through the machine. It stops up the machine. They do not like that. And then they send it back to you saying not enough postage. So don't get yourself trapped there. Just always make sure it can go through a 1/4 inch. So this can just go through. Now, we're gonna put this on the white rectangle. And the best way to attach ribbons and bling, of course, are these awesome glue dots. I want to make sure I've got the right side. Yep, this is the side I want stuck down. Okay, just stuck it on there, and now I'm just going to stick that on there. Okay, and now I need a glue dot for my butterfly. Okay, and we're just going to have our butterfly right in the middle of the dot, like that. Okay, y'all probably want to see this better. Let me zoom in just a wee bit more for you all to see better. Okay, there we go. So I have glued the ribbon down, and then I just put my butterfly on top, but it needs a little more, doesn't it? Just can't have enough bling. Linda said, I saw him jump up there. Well, thank you, Michelle. I'm glad you like that bow. It's real easy to make. Like I said, you just double the ribbon and tie it like a shoestring. Okay, and I've got this beautiful fresh freesia jewels here. And like I said, these will be back available in June. And once they're back, they may sell out again. So be watching for them if you want them. And my people, I promised your free ones for ordering the paper pack. I will be sure I get them to you. Okay, now doesn't that just make it perfect with the little jewels on there? Oh, just love it. Okay, let's put all that back. Are we almost ready? Final thing is to put my card together. All right, need some adhesive. And let's put some adhesive on the back of my layer. Okay. And now I do want to show you the two different looks of this vellum. Hold on, I'm getting a piece of white scrap paper. I forgot to get it out earlier. So instead of using if I had used the fresh freesia and done it this way, the soft succulent vellum is kind of dark. I mean, it's still pretty. It's still very pretty. Of course, we're going to use the white side because that's just awesome. But I just want to show you one thing different. I'm going to do it half and half here, okay, and show you the difference in the vellum if you use white behind it, okay? So it really lets the color come through when you use white behind it. All right, so I just wanted to show that to you, but we are using this side. And because it is textured, it has different layers, I put extra adhesive on there. I'd use glue, except vellum glue doesn't stick that great to vellum because it's such a non-porous texture. It's non-porous, and so the glue doesn't like to really stick to it very well, but our adhesive holds it really well. And there we go. So now we have the white showing, and of course this will be popped up on dimensionals. Now, one thing about this what I'm trying to say, knot right here, I'm going to put dimensionals on both sides of it so that when it does go through the machine, it kind of dips down, but the two dots kind of keep it cushioned. I know that's kind of more information than you need, but I'm just here teaching. I'm just here teaching. All right, here we go. So one here and one there and two on the bottom. And I hope you all enjoyed this card and that you all will get some of this vellum and have some fun with it. There are all kinds of neat things you can do with vellum. You can create windows and have a luminary with a light coming behind it. You could, let's see, what else could you do? Of course, any of the embossing folders will make it look really awesome. Cut out any of the shapes. You can make the flowers. I've seen in our catalog, they show you how they made flowers with all the vellum colors. When you look up the vellum in the catalog, you'll see the example. But here's today's card. I hope you all enjoyed it. And don't forget, we are having this amazing join sale right now. And if you've ever thought about joining Reese's Paper Pieces, there's all kinds of fun stuff we do. And like I said, most of my team members are what we call hobbyists. That means they take advantage of the discount that demonstrators get. So yes, you do have to have a minimum in sales every 3 months. You could buy all of it yourself, which it's very doable, or you could get a friend or a family member to go in with you and get your sales up to the minimum each 3 months to stay active. But you always get 20% off. And when we have sales, you get the 20% on top of the sales. That is what is really awesome. You get to be your own host, so you qualify for host rewards. When we have the celebration coming up in August, you will get to have, you participate in the celebration. So like for every $50 you spend, you get the free product. Demonstrators get that too. So it's a really great deal. And right now we are offering $155 of product for just $99 with free shipping. So just message me if that's something you might be interested in, and I will see you all Wednesday for our card challenge. And I cannot wait to share with you what we've got in store for the card challenge on Wednesday. Okay, you guys are the best. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.